This week's biggest movie and TV news is packed with surprises, major castings, and huge franchise updates. John Wick 5 is officially happening. Sadie Sink joins Spider-Man 4, and the Resident Evil reboot is set for September 2026. Reacher fans got a Season 4 update, while Jesse Plemons is rumored for Beast in the MCU's X-Men reboot. Daniel Craig may join Netflix's Chronicles of Narnia, and James Gunn revealed a behind-the-scenes moment with Jason Momoa's Lobo. Plus, Percy Jackson scores a Season 3 renewal before Season 2 even airs. Let's dive in. Survival horror fans, rejoice! The highly anticipated Resident Evil reboot, helmed by Barbarian director Zach Cregger, is officially set to hit theaters on September 18th, 2026. And it promises to be a spine-chilling adaptation fans have been craving for years. Unlike past attempts that leaned heavily into action, this reboot is embracing the pure terror that made the original Capcom games legendary. Cregger, a self-proclaimed Resident Evil superfan, has vowed to bring the franchise back to its haunted house roots, teasing a return to iconic settings like the Spencer Mansion, a dream playground for his signature claustrophobic horror. Sony is back in this project as a major 2026 tentpole, signaling a potential rebirth for the franchise. With over $1.2 billion in global box office earnings from past live-action films, expectations are sky high. Production kicks off this summer, and if Cregger delivers on his promise, we may finally get a Resident Evil adaptation that's as terrifying as the games themselves. Will this be the movie that finally nails it? Fans will find out in 2026. But for now, the hype is real. Brace yourselves for explosive action as the John Wick universe expands. A recent update from the Lionsgate executive, Jennifer Brown, confirmed that a fifth installment is officially in the works. This exciting news follows the epic conclusion of John Wick Chapter 4, the blockbuster that raked in $440 million globally. Although Brown left fans wondering about Keanu Reeves' return and whether director Chad Stahelski will helm the new film, anticipation is skyrocketing. Even if the legendary Baba Yaga met his end in Chapter 4, his myth might just rise again. Meanwhile, the universe is broadening with the upcoming spin-off Ballerina, starring Ana de Armas as the formidable Eve. Set to debut in June 6th, Ballerina teases a cameo from Reeves alongside Norman Reedus, Ian McShane, and the late Lance Reddick. Adding fuel to the fire, a Kane spin-off starring Donnie Yen is in active development, hinting at more spin-offs, a TV series, and even a video game. Reeves, now 60, juggling projects like Berserker and his role in Sonic the Hedgehog as Shadow, recently remarked on his unlikely return. With John Wick 5 in the pipeline, the franchise's next chapter promises even more adrenaline-fueled thrills. The Marvel Cinematic Universe just got major power-up. Stranger Things breakout star Sadie Sink is officially joining Tom Holland in the highly anticipated fourth Spider-Man film. While her role remains a mystery, this casting's already sent fans into a frenzy. Helmed by Shang-Chi director Destin Daniel Cretton, the untitled Spider-Man 4 is set to hit theaters July 31st, 2026. With a script by franchise veterans Eric Summers and Chris McKenna, expectations are sky high, especially after No Way Home shattered records with $1.9 billion at the global box office. The last time we saw Holland's Peter Parker, the world had forgotten his existence, including MJ. Now, with Holland teasing a crazy and totally different story, the question looms, who is Sink playing? A new love interest? A villain? Perhaps even Spider-Gwen? As Sink prepares to wrap Stranger Things, she's lining up massive projects, including the film Odessa and the Broadway play John Proctor is the Villain. But her MCU debut, that's the real multiversal game changer. Buckle up, Spidey fans, 2026 just got a lot more exciting. Reacher fans, rejoice! Season 3 is here, and it's already crushing it with a 100% critic rating, a return to form that echoes the glory of Season 1. But the real question is, will we get a Season 4? The answer? Absolutely! Amazon renewed Reacher for Season 4 back in October 2024, long before Season 3 even hit screens. While production hasn't started yet, past release schedules suggest a likely April 2026 premiere, keeping the wait shorter than most streaming series. What's next for Reacher? It's still a mystery, but author Lee Child has expressed interest in adapting The Midnight Line, a gripping story tackling opioid addiction with an unusual personal and human perspective. While Amazon hasn't confirmed this as the next adaptation, the show's track record proves it's willing to jump around the timeline to deliver the best standalone stories. With years of source material and an unstoppable fan base, it's clear that Amazon is in this for the long haul. Expect more updates soon, but for now, enjoy the action-packed, bone-crunching thrill ride that is Reacher Season 3. X-Men may be finally making their way into the MCU, but it looks like Kelsey Grammer's time as Beast may be coming to an end. Despite his post-credits cameo in the Marvels, reports suggest Marvel Studios is looking to recast Hank McCoy for the upcoming reboot. Jesse Plemons, known for his work in Breaking Bad and Civil War, is reportedly being considered for the role. While it's unclear if he's officially met with Marvel, fans are already debating whether he'd be a good fit. The casting rumors don't stop there. Paris Dickinson and Jack Champion are both reportedly in contention for Cyclops, while Sadie Sink is rumored to be a frontrunner for Jean Grey. Ayo Edebiri and DeWanda Wise are said to be Marvel's radar for Storm. Other names being floated include Hunter Schafer for Mystique, Julia Butters for Kitty Pryde, and Margaret Qualley for Rogue. One of the wildest rumors suggests that Denzel Washington could be stepping into the role of Magneto. While nothing has been confirmed, the possibility of Washington leading the Brotherhood of Mutants has already sparked intense speculation. Marvel is set to announce a director, but with casting rumors circulating and confirmation that a live-action X-Men film is in development, it's clear that the studio is laying the groundwork for its next major superhero team. Greta Gerwig's Chronicles of Narnia reboot for Netflix is gaining momentum, with new details emerging about its ambitious scope. The project is expected to be a major reimagining of C.S. Lewis's classic series, with reports suggesting that Netflix has plans for 8 Narnia films. The first installment, which will receive a limited IMAX release before streaming on Netflix, is set to premiere on Thanksgiving Day in 2026. As casting for the film begins to take shape, one of the biggest names rumored to be joining the franchise is Daniel Craig. According to What's on Netflix, Craig is being eyed for the role of Uncle Andrew Ketterly in what is expected to be an adaptation of The Magician's Nephew. Uncle Andrew is a crucial antagonist in the story, a magician whose reckless experiments lead to the discovery of alternate worlds and the arrival of the White Witch in London. While Netflix has yet to confirm these casting decisions, the involvement of actors like Craig suggests that Gerwig's Narnia adaptation could be one of the most ambitious and star-studded fantasy projects in recent years. With a mix of prestige, filmmaking, and blockbuster appeal, this reboot is shaping up to be something far bigger than just another streaming franchise. Jason Momoa wasn't exaggerating when he said playing Lobo was a top priority for him. In a new post on X, DC Studios co-chief James Gunn shared a text exchange from 2022 when it was announced that he and Peter Safran would be taking over Warner Bros. Superhero division. Momoa's message was direct. Fucking Lobo. Gunn's response was just as enthusiastic. Dude, I've said you should be Lobo for years. No lie. Now, that vision is becoming a reality. In sharing the exchange, Gunn reflected on how the conversation marked the beginning of Momoa's journey as Lobo. On the anniversary of Lobo, I can't help but think of a text I received from Jason Momoa on the morning it was announced Peter and I would be the heads of DC Studios. The day Jason and I first discussed him joining the DCU as Lobo. I've loved watching Jason bring him to life and can't wait to share that with all of you. Momoa is set to debut as Lobo in Supergirl World of Tomorrow, which is currently in production. With Supergirl slated to hit theaters in June 26, 2026, fans won't have to wait too long to see Momoa's take on the cosmic bounty hunter. His enthusiasm, coupled with Gunn's confidence in his casting, signals that Lobo's about to make a major impact in the new DCU. Disney Plus is doubling down on Percy Jackson and the Olympians, renewing this hit series for a 3rd season well ahead of its 2nd season premiere. The upcoming season, based on the Titan's curse, will continue Percy's journey and introduce fan-favorite character Nico D'Angelo, a young demigod new to Camp Half-Blood. Percy Jackson Season 2 is set to premiere in December 2025, 2 years after the show's debut. The early renewal allows the creative team to start work on Season 3 immediately, potentially reducing a gap between seasons. Co-showrunner Jonathan E. Steinberg recently addressed his goal, saying, "Part of wanting to keep the process going is trying to do whatever we can to be ready for it, and to know how to have the conversations and to have a plan." Series creator Rick Riordan expressed excitement about bringing the Titan's curse to life, calling it new territory for the screen, and highlighting the arrival of the Hunters of Artemis and Nico D'Angelo. It's a huge sign of commitment from Disney and speaks volumes about the enthusiasm with which the fandom has embraced the TV show. Thank you, demigods worldwide. Which upcoming projects has you the most excited? Supergirl, World of Tomorrow, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Magician's Nephew, or the X-Men reboot? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification for the latest updates on all things movie and TV.